Hello, lads. I wanted to share something with you all today that, to me, it's very a very interesting thing to notice, even though it's a teeny tiny thing that probably doesn't matter to a whole lot of people. To me, it seems to signify something, well, significant, to be a little bit redundant there with my use of language. What am I talking about? Well, first of all, to background all of this, we've all heard about the memory hole. You know, the idea that first used in George Orwell's 1984. How if the story changes the official story changes, the party line changes, we're suddenly at war with East Asia instead of what is it? I don't know, the other entity that you're sometimes at war with. So in that case, all of the stuff goes down the memory hole, and we forget that we were ever at war with the other country. That's the notion of the memory hole. Now, Orwell was writing before the video age. He was writing before the digital age. And what I find interesting about the digital age, and interesting and also frightening about the digital age, is the way in which it becomes, in a lot of ways, so much easier for the powers that be to amend certain things, to change certain things without our knowing. That they can just go back and like they're doing with Agatha Christie books and Ian Fleming books, like I was talking about. Just go back and change stuff that just is problematic today. Now, the difference there with that example, with those books, is that this was something that actually got announced along with the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory book, which caused a huge backlash. And hopefully there's a backlash going with the Agatha Christie and Ian Fleming stuff as well. I don't know. I haven't been really tuned into that since I talked about it. But what about the smaller, more subtle things that they can control? They can change, and nobody even bats an eye because they don't say anything about it. And only those who were in the past, who remember a certain thing going a certain way in a movie or a show or let's say a music video, which is what I'm going to talk about here, can remember, hey, that was different in the past. They changed it, but they didn't announce this change. They just went ahead and changed it on their own. All right, so what the hell am I talking about? I remember very distinctly Billy Idol's video for Mony Mony, the song Mony Mony, the cover of the 60s song. Kind of a lame cover, I thought. But that's just my editorial opinion. Not really relevant here. So the video is this rock and roll concert where everything's really wild and it's all heavy metal, even though Billy Idol wasn't heavy metal. He was trying to look and sound heavy metal because that was cool back then. That was the thing. It was just the shit to have like a guitarist with long wild hair who plays the guitar on his back and stuff like that. So it's kind of, anyway. So there's a part in the song where and this is the part that I distinctly remember, where the female backup singer does some part, sings, "I love you, Mony, 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 yeah, I want to love you, Mony, 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 yeah." And what I remember very distinctly about this video was it was so sleazy. You had Billy, he was sitting back there, back to back with this backup singer, who was singing that part into the microphone. And while she was singing the part, he was doing his own "Yes, I do, yes, I do," his own little gross addition to the vocals. And while he was doing that, there's like a sequence where he takes his hand and puts it on her thigh and like pushes his hand higher and higher on her thigh. Basically, he's feeling her up, groping this backup singer. And they show her, and she's sort of smiling like, whoa, whoa, what a nice surprise. Or maybe she's smiling like, what the hell is he doing? I just have to smile and take it. It's hard to tell. But I distinctly remember that moment in the video. Now, as you might guess, that would not fly by today's standards. And that was what made me actually interested in seeing this, looking at this video. I wondered if it was still the same or if they might have changed it. Sorry, there's some kind of unsavory looking customer shuffling about out there, but I think he's past me. Speaking of Billy Idol, speaking of unsavory customers. So yeah, so I watched the video, and sure enough, you know, for you, maybe this is maybe you're just like, yeah, so what? Who cares? But for me, it was like, no, they took that part out. They took the part out where Billy Idol was putting his hand on the girl's thigh, and you know, and moving higher, you know, higher than her thigh, if you know what I'm saying, groping her, you know, under her dress, you know, at this concert while she's singing the backup part. It's not there anymore. You go watch this video now, and that part is gone. There, you know, you see them singing together. You see the girl smiling. You see Billy Idol with his back, you know, rubbing his back against hers. But then, you know, it's over. They totally took that part out. And you know, just from if it's just as an issue of taste, I have to say I like the new part better, the new edition better, just because it was just so, I remember it being so damn sleazy. I can't believe, like, this is okay with people. You know, if you're a rock star like Billy Idol, this is what you can do, and people just think, yeah, way to go, man, way to go, man. I mean, that was, maybe I was just, you know, a resentful, you know, 16-year-old nerd, pre-incel. They didn't say, nobody got called incel back then, but, you know, maybe it was just my jealousy talking, but I just thought, this is really gross. This is really sleazy. I still think that it is gross and sleazy, even if I was also, you know, I had my personal reasons for it making me mad. But it's gone. There was no announcement that I recall of this ever changing. You know, the rest of the video looks exactly the same. It makes me wonder how many other things have been changed. Just subtle changes made like that. Where they just said, oh, well, you know, we better take this out, we better take that out. Yeah, that's not going to fly these days. Or you know, maybe they have their own more nefarious reasons for doing their censoring. I mean, what it amounts to is censoring the past. You know, I think we should be able to see the way things were in 1987. This is a music video from 1987. You know, I don't think we should have to cater to the tastes of today. Even if what was in that video in 1987 was gross and repulsive and you know, inappropriate. I think it's inappropriate by any standard, by any absolute standard, to behave that way. But anyhow, I'm very interested if anybody else remembers this video. If you do remember it, I challenge you to go back and watch again and see what I mean. It's like the part in the middle. You'll know it when you see it. If you know what I'm talking about, then you'll know what I'm referring to, and you'll notice that part's not there anymore. Anyhow. Those are my thoughts. Thanks for watching. Talk to y'all soon.